Hello, thank you, dear colleagues. I believe the post-war reconstruction of Ukraine will be a new opportunity for investment in the energy sector and infrastructure. Given the destruction that has already been caused and continues to be caused by Russian terrorism, we are talking about tens of billions of dollars that will be spent on building a virtually updated energy system in Ukraine, which will take into account new realities, from the reality of changes in the economic geography of the country to the need for adaptation to climate change and responding to the challenges of the green energy transition. The restoration of the energy infrastructure, which must be combined with the measures for the green energy transition, opens up extraordinary opportunities for development renewable energy facilities and the production of renewable fuels and renewable gases, as was mentioned before. This must be combined with the development of decentralized energy systems, smart grid systems, energy storage systems, intelligent demand management, and all advanced technologies to increase the efficiency of energy production, transportation, and energy consumption. Ukraine's potential in producing energy using the energy of the sun and wind, as well as residual biomass, is huge. And it's important that the potential of solar and wind power generation is largely able to balance fluctuations of generation of these types of energy in other parts of Europe. According to Ukrainian scientists from the National Academy of Science of Ukraine, the available theoretical potential for solar generation is about 80 gigawatts of installed capacity, and the potential for wind generation is about 700 gigawatts. The potential for biogas production is tens of billions of cubic meters per year, as it was already again mentioned before. And biogas can be used for decarbonizing their electricity mix and heating through highly efficient cogeneration, covering both the needs for flexible electricity generation, which is important and vital for the renewables integration, and for heat and district heating, or for further purification and production of biomethane to replace natural gas using the existing infrastructure. But it's important to have clear and specific practical goals to use the potential fully, because we cannot discuss in the big figures. We have to put it on the practice. And I need to mention the draft of the National Renewable Action Plan till 2030, which is developed and waiting for approval by the government. Obviously, the plan will be reassessed after the victory, but it already has provision and prerequisites that are very important for further detailed planning and practical actions. The action plan targets the share of renewables in the gross final energy consumptions to be not less than 27% in 2030, with the decomposition of targets to heating and cooling at 35%, the power sector at 25%, and transport at 14%. Even more important that the action plan contains a well-defined list of measures to be made for achieving the goals. Such measures, among others, are establishing competitive market mechanisms, establishing a reliable mechanism for issuing the guarantees of origin, developing of distributed generation, electromobility development, etc. I should mention that there is a need to put further efforts into the development of the integrated national climate and energy plan, with an even more holistic and comprehensive approach that, again, already at this event and this meeting were mentioned by the Deputy of Ministry of Energy and by our colleague from the Energy Community Secretariat. But again, even today, even during the war, we need not just general ideas and hopes, we need a very specific set of targets and goals and actual practical activities to achieve them with a very specific set of measures. Of course, there is a massive challenge for the grids and for the renewable capacities adoption into the grid. The challenge is not unique for Ukraine and should be faced with all the available and well-known measures. Energy storage systems are of great importance, but I would just suggest putting their development into the context of possibilities of decentralization of the power generation and digitalization of the energy system, in addition to very important components of demand management and energy efficiency. Electromobility is not only an opportunity to decarbonize transport directly, but with the use of smart EV charging technologies, it can provide additional benefits for renewables development. It can use distributed renewable generation, be a part of smart grid, demand management system, and even energy storage systems. Great interest in Ukraine is already attached to the development of distributed generation. It's important today for several reasons. Of course, the first issue today is energy security, especially when it comes to the energy supply of critical infrastructure facilities. However, even outside protecting our energy infrastructure from terrorist attacks, the development of decentralized distributed generation is an up-and-coming area for investors. It's evident that the success of the green recovery of Ukraine and decarbonization of the energy mix is only possible with the creation of a favorable innovation ecosystem. And for this, there are significant prerequisites in Ukraine. A developed network on scientific and educational institutions and universities provide a solid potential for personnel training and development of initiative solutions. To sum up, I want to underline that to make the transitional restoration of Ukraine a success, we need to be as specific as possible in our goals and focused on our practical activities to reach them. Well, thank you for your attention. I hope we will proceed with the detailed discussion after the speeches, but my speech is the last one. Hopefully there will be questions. Thank you.